Good evening. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. All right. Sorry. Had to do it. Had to do it. I can't help myself. I hope everyone is having a very, very good evening. And I hope everybody's doing well. Oh my God. Too funny. Too funny. Uh, so, tomorrow, those of you that don't know, some of you have been hiding under a rock. Tomorrow, I leave for West Virginia and I am taking the camper down. And Saturday, I will be at the Prepper Get Together down down at Pinball's Get Together in Tennessee. So going to be busy, going to be busy. So anyway, but before we get started with this live stream, I just want to remind everybody that this is a family-friendly oriented channel, and that we're not going to have any kind of nonsense, nastiness, racism, or anything like that going on here. And so I remind you of that because those awesome people that lit up in blue hover like hawks. And if somebody acts stupid or out of line, off they go. So there we are. So just be decent, and we don't have any issues. It works out so much better that way. But all right. So we're going to be talking about the use of AI in the police force and what is going on, and have any of that been rolled out yet? And actually, yes, they have. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. But Chris White said, "Hey Ed, I'm still hoping you make it down there, and I see you guys." Yes, we will be heading down, like I said, tomorrow, and getting the camper set up and all that good stuff. But then I'm not going to obviously be there on Saturday. I will be heading to Tennessee on Saturday. So looking forward to that as well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, it's I got to tell you guys, I am seeing it everywhere. So for those of you that don't know what "Let's Go Brandon" means, if you again have been hiding under, I had no idea whatsoever. I was like clueless. I kept seeing it. I'm like, "Let's Go Brandon." What's up with that? And so I will tell you guys that don't know so that you now do know. So that's how I started this stream out with "Let's Go Brandon." Um, there was a NASCAR race, and the winner of the race, his name was Brandon something or other. And the crowd was chanting, and the commentators said, "It sounds like they're saying, 'Let's go Brandon.'" But what they were actually saying was, "F Joe Biden." And then that has just carried over to different sporting events, and it's like taken on a life of its own. And I find it hysterical. Sorry for all of you who hated Trump so bad that he was so terrible. Um, yeah, it is just I just think that that's very, very funny. I don't know, just like I said, not a politician fan, period. But I think that that is hysterical. So now they can't dock you for saying "Let's go Brandon," right? Facebook can't or anything like that. But I'll bet if you use the other term, you know, then I'm sure that Facebook would be like, that's inappropriate because it doesn't fit the agenda and you can't say that, you know. But anyway, yes. So that I found that to be hilarious. But I have a weird sense of humor anyway, so there we go. All right, so AI being used in facial recognition, stuff like that, software, robots. Actually, there is a city in China right now. China's a lot more advanced using the AI stuff than we are. Way, way more advanced. They're using it much more to try to, and it's more. And again, I'm going to give you my opinion on different things and what they're doing. Okay, they're using the AI as more of a control mechanism because China does a credit score network type of thing. so that if you or a social score, I'm sorry, not a credit score, a social score. So if you are anti this or anti that, it lowers your level on the score, and you are punished of what you can and cannot do based on what your social rating score is. And so they are using facial recognition to determine who should be there, who should not be there, and that type of stuff. Um, they have deployed in one of the cities over there a robot that go around, and it's basically looking at people all the time and doing that facial recognition stuff. So absolutely crazy. The technology is advancing, and when you look at the movie, Judgment Day, and there's the series of movies with that, and really good movies, really really good movies. But the reality is, if AI ever did become self-aware, they would realize that the true threat, yeah, the Terminator movies, yes, it was Terminator, that's right. But they would realize that we are the true threat, and that's not good. Nor sure preparedness. I may have a negative score. Just saying. Oh, I'm sure mine wouldn't be high either, because of what I say and all that good stuff. But again, there is it's a lot of that, in my opinion. A lot of it is about control, and it's not about safety. The AI, it's not about safety. It's about control, and so it's just like when certain cities. If you go to certain cities, there's like cameras everywhere. And in some situations, I get it. I mean, I don't have a problem with like a business having cameras, a parking lot having cameras to make sure that their patrons are safe and stuff like that. But and then you have your security that goes around to make sure people aren't breaking into cars and stuff like that. I just saw a thing, and I can't remember where it was. There was these two people were breaking into cars, and somebody shot them and killed one of them. And I can't remember where that was. Oh, I forgot to kill my volume on my phone. So hold on a second, guys. Let me take care of that. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm actually very excited about tomorrow. I Today was busy, a lot going on, a lot going on. Trying to button some things up here, and tomorrow's going to be all about preparation. What I'm putting in the camper to go down there, what's going in the back of the truck, So at the local speedway by me that normally open 24/7 is now closing 11 to 6 a.m. because of staffing shortages. Bizarrizza Jizza just said that. And I find that fascinating too because, Walmart used to be open 24 hours a day, and then they cut down and didn't open. They weren't doing a night thing anymore. Those people are still going to stock stuff, and they're not out there cleaning everything. I want you guys to think about something, and I mean, this kind of just shows you the lunacy. And I was talking about this to Heather the other day, and this kind of goes. So when you go into Walmart and you go up to the counter, all the things that you've just touched off the shelves, you pulled them all off the shelves and you put them on the little gurney, and they got the piece of plastic up there between you and the cashier. And then the cashier is touching everything of yours after she's touched everything of everybody else's, and putting them in your cart, in your bags, and you're going to take that home. What is this plastic thing that is this wide and this? What's that doing? Is she encapsulated in plastic? No, it's just one little plastic shield. So I find that if you don't see the insanity of that, I don't know what to tell you. I really truly don't. So I got a phone call from an AI today. He said he would take us off to call us. Oh, I hate those automated. It's a sneeze guard. Well, if you're, never mind. Don't get me started, Jen. Don't get me started. Um, but we're just gonna pretend like we didn't read that, and we're gonna go on. Yeah, it's false security for the sheep. You're exactly right, James. I do agree with 100%. Uh, it is just it everything that, like I said, just programming. Things are done for a reason. We started with the children because the children think that it's normal to do certain things, and then it becomes part of normalcy. Think about that. Think about that. Compliance test, exactly. You know, yeah. DOD is now accepting religious waivers for the jab active duty personnel. Good. I hope everyone that doesn't want it that's in the military does that. Takes that exemption. So it's ridiculous. Forcing people to do something that they don't want to do is 100% wrong on whatever level. Threatening your jobs, threatening your livelihood so that you can practice. If you watched my earlier video today, you're going to know what I'm talking about when I say that. 100% wrong on so many levels. I can't even begin. I can't even begin to tell you. It's. But anyway, what I was going to say was Walmart has never reopened back to 24 hours a day. They're still closing at night. And I just see now, as a night person, somebody who worked nights forever and a day, I like to go grocery shopping at midnight. You know why? Here, it's a weird concept. Nobody's in the store. I like that. Why wouldn't they have it 24 hours a day still, right? Less people. Encourage people to go shopping at night. I liked it. I used to love to go shopping then. Me and Heather used to do it all the time, you know. But yeah, it's just everything. And, like I said, quick question, just a ponderance question. How many breakthrough cases do we have before it's not considered breakthrough anymore and it's a trend? Just a curiosity question. What's that number? What's that number? I'm curious. Use this thing that you have between your ears, this gray matter that's up there. Use that, and you'll be surprised what you come up with. It's absolutely amazing. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But they need to. I don't know. I can't tell you what the answer is. I just continue to do what I do. I continue to live my life. Uh, you know, when you try to live, this is my opinion. My opinion. Okay, I'm putting this out here. My opinion. If you try to live in a sterilized situation where every time you touch anything, you're jamming on the, Perel and wiping your hands and you're going crazy and you're become a germaphobe. That's not healthy. What that does is it weakens your immune system. When you're covering your face, I guess don't get me started. Don't get me started on that. But anyway, and it has nothing to do with I'm not talking that. I'm just talking when you're doing certain things, it doesn't help you. It hinders you in the long run. Your immune system needs to be exposed to things because that's how you build up natural immunity. So it's a weird concept, I know. What a shock, but it's amazing how that works. And one last point, one last point I'm going to make. We need to be protected from something that if you get it, you have a 99% chance of survival. Oh my God! You better hurry right up and do what you're told. So, no, I'm not. I'm not telling people what to do, what not to do. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm giving an opinion. That's all. But I wish more people. Again, I just think that more people should use this. I wish they would, because they would see the lunacy and the situation of what we're dealing with in the world today. And it's amazing to me that it's worldwide, worldwide. But there we go. So that's it. We're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna talk about that situation. Hey, mountain kayaker, I heard Canada wants to suspend nursing license um, if they don't, yeah, exactly. Well, that was in Quebec. Quebec put that into effect, okay, because they and again, and I just, if something is so wonderful, whatever something is so wonderful and it's so helpful, why are you trying to force people to get it? Why? Yeah, pure blood. There you go. I like that. Visit, yeah, I'll be a pure blood. I will be the what do they call that when you're doing an experiment? I will be the control group. I will be part of the control group. So anyway, but again, let's get back on the topic, guys. All right. I like I said, I get so frustrated and it's so irritating. Um, I will tell you what I like. I said, I'll just tell you what I do. I just live my life. I don't live in fear. I don't watch, you know, the number of, or I don't watch the numbers that are being put out there because, I'm not a big believer in the numbers that we are presented. Opinion on my part. Whatever numbers are being presented to us, I don't always believe that we're being given factual information. That's just my take on it. So, but yeah, it's Big Bear Prepper. Hey, North Shore Preparedness. Just an FYI, I got a negative test on prostate cancer. Awesome. That's awesome news, man. That's great to hear. Cancer is no joke. As a survivor myself, I was actually having a conversation with a young lady today that is a survivor of thyroid cancer, and you know, it it's a unique club to be in, and it's not a club you want to be in. You do want to be a survivor. Don't get me wrong. You want to be a survivor, but you don't want to be one of those people in the club that say, "Hey, I've had cancer." So, but yeah, cancer is no joke. Cancer doesn't care uh, what race you are. It doesn't care how much money you make. It doesn't care what your social status is. It doesn't care, you know, anything, anything. It doesn't care if you're a little kid. Doesn't care if you're old. Doesn't care if you're middle aged. So, yeah. Have a great time at pinballs get together. I think it should be fun, David. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it, and like I said, I do believe it'll be a good time. Plays in the dirt. I'm a survivor. Well, congratulations, hon. That is awesome. I'm glad that you are as well. 6 years now for me. July was my 6th year. Uh, you know, but it's amazing to me. Like I said, just well, okay. We're gonna get back on topic. All right, we're not going to keep going with other things because again, I'm like Visitor Jizza says, I'm dancing a fine line, and I don't want to dance a fine line at all because it's like if I start really saying what I feel and what I think, I'm gonna get myself in trouble on here, and I don't want to do that. But you know, 6 months here, congrats, awesome, that's awesome. I'm gonna tell you what. So we're gonna talk about that for a second. Plays in the dirt. 6 months, cancer free now. When you get a diagnosis of cancer, all right, and those of you out there that are watching that have had the diagnosis of cancer know exactly what I'm about to talk about. It makes you completely reevaluate your life. It makes you realize what's important and what is not important. It really, really does, and I mean in a good way, in a really good way. Your priorities change. There's that old saying, "Don't sweat the small stuff." Um, you know, that's you look at things differently because you realize so many things are so unimportant that we get ourselves upset about and that we get all worked up about. And we have one life, and it's ours. It's a gift that we can do whatever we want with it. you know and I just to me, it was definitely, I did a lot of self evaluating when I got the diagnosis, soul searching, looking at different things differently. And I'll tell you what, and it's like when I do one of my mantras at the end that I do, and I say, hug and kiss the ones you love, tell them every day because tomorrow's not guaranteed. There's no guarantee, none. So none of us know what's in our future. We can all have these plans, and we can want to do this and we want to do that, and that's great. And I think that that's an awesome thing. But there's no guarantee of anything. So when you get that diagnosis, though, it's different. It's different. You know, it's not like, oh, geez, you got the flu. Well, okay, I got the flu. But when you get that diagnosis, you got cancer. Whew, that's a whole new level of gut punch, a whole new level. And I know, like I said, for me it was, but in my family, you know, we either we either die of old age or we die of cancer, and that's how it's always been. And so when I got that diagnosis, man, I'll tell you, it was a horrible thing, you know. But anyway, like I said, it's just it makes you look at life differently, and it makes you appreciate life so much more. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to go do the things that I want to do. I'm going to spend my time with the people that I want to spend my time with. And I'll tell you, I like being around like-minded, positive people that are awake, not woke, that are awake. Okay, let's be clear. Big difference. But people that see the manipulations that's being done to us on a daily basis, and that and it's so weird because we're we when I say we, us preppers, off gridders, people that want to live independent, people that want to be free. Okay, we are a small niche group, small niche group. And wherever we are in the country, wherever we are in the world, we can get together and we can sit down and we can talk and we can chat. And, it doesn't matter where we're at, north or south or east or west, or, Canada or United States, Great Britain, Australia, South America. It doesn't matter. We're all that like minded. So we have that in common, and we can have conversations. And people don't think that we're, oh my god, he's one of those crazy prepper people. So I think that that's interesting. And so La Palma, Kuwait today 4.5, strongest one. Most have been low below 4. Yeah, and that's going on. It's over 3 weeks now that's been going on over there. And any of you who've been watching the situation in La Palma, I would definitely, again, Amy says, "What do you think about the cargo ships that are sitting off on the coast?" I'll talk about that in a second, Amy. I will. We'll address that in a second. And I think it's total BS, and I'll tell you why. Okay, we're getting into that in a second. I think it's being done on purpose. Number one, that's number one. We'll get into that in just a second. I just wanted to make this other point really quickly. And now, if I can remember what I was going to be talking about here. Hey, Freddie left you. I love your channel, the best. You tell the truth, walk a fine line, don't take any BS, and you point to the sky and show the chemtrails. Thank you. You're very welcome, man. I appreciate that. Well, like I said, that's not natural. What I people give me all kinds of, well, this is this and this is that. Okay, well, then how come when I grew up, you know, that never happened, and now all of a sudden it is? And it's not like it's every single plane. So there's all these airplanes up in the sky flying every single day. If you think about the number of airplanes that are flying on a daily basis, if that was normal and natural, you'd never see the sun because there's too many planes. So that's just my thought on that. So okay, let's talk about real quick. We'll go back. My wife survived stage 4 cervical cancer in her 30s, but unfortunately, heart problems took her in 2012. My prayers to all those diagnosed with any, and congratulations to all your survivors. Thank you very much, David. And I'm sorry that you lost your wife. I'm glad that she survived cancer as well. That's awesome. And any time you get after you survive cancer, and I'm going to tell you, I was very, very fortunate, very, very fortunate. The type of cancer that I had was a very rare cancer. It affects 1 in a million people. And the first doc that I saw that did the same day surgery and took the mass out of my back, uh, he told me when I went back 2 weeks later and he told me that I had cancer. He said, I've never seen it in my career and I'll probably never see it again. So that's, I mean, 1 in a million people. Hey, Freddie left you. They ruin sunsets and sunrises if you pay attention. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Absolutely. Thank you very much for the donation. And thank you, for the statement as well. But it's my kind of cancer was a form of skin cancer, but it's a deep tissue cancer. So all of you are going to say, well, you always wear no shirt and you're out in the sun all the time. It had nothing to do with the sun. Nothing to do with this. But it was a deep tissue cancer. But it, like I said, out of 330 million Americans a year, 330 of us get it. And lucky me, my number came. But 98% cure rate, 95% of the people, it does not metastasize. So super, super fortunate. Like my cancer doc said, if you had to get a cancer, she goes, you picked the right one. So very, very fortunate in that aspect. Guys, we got 508 in the chat. We got 220 on the thumbs up. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do so, please, to show support for the channel. And thank you very much ahead of time for doing so. Again, it really does help with the algorithms. And so thank you for that reason as well. Pushes us up higher in the rankings, the more interaction that we have. So thank you for doing it for that reason as well. The third reason is I like to see a lot of thumbs up, being honest. So, there we are with that. Um, so I was talking about, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get all notifications. So I want to go back here, address two things that I was going to address, and I got distracted like I always do. First of all, if you want to see information about what's going on in the Canary Islands with La Palma and the volcano, I highly, highly, highly recommend Bushcraft Bear. Love the guy's channel. Very down to earth. Heather's here. Heather's here. Let me text her and tell her to bring in Stella. Um, so he's got a really, really good channel. So I would encourage you. Hold on 1 second. He's got a great channel, a lot of good information. He's right there on the ground with everything going on. And so JJ just put Bushcraft Bear's link up. Definitely check him out. You can see him becoming more concerned, and he lives there. So, but definitely check him out. Tell him Prepper Nurse One sent you over. He don't know me from a bag of nothing, which is fine. But I believe in helping other channels out, as you guys know. And I really, really like his channel. I think he's doing a great job over there reporting. He's not trying to sensationalize anything. He's just giving you the facts, showing you what's going on. So I think that is really, really cool. All right. So the second thing I want to talk about, the question that was asked me about the container ships sitting off the coast of California. They're saying that they don't have the people to unload those ships. And I addressed this the other day. So New York State, Hochul, the governor, has declared a healthcare emergency because, of course, these morons fired everybody that wouldn't comply with their mandates by the certain date. So they got fired, right? So, of course, why would you fire nursing staff in the middle of a pandemic? Oh, I don't know. Especially when this same nursing staff all last year took care of people, and they were all heroes last year. Remember? Yay, our hero nurse is wonderful, and now you can be dismissed because you won't comply. I find that interesting, especially in the midst of a major issue that we have, right? So she's bringing in the National Guard here in New York to fill those empty spots because we're always in a nursing shortage, always. Hey, Plays in the Dirt, thank you so much for the donation, huh? I appreciate it. Thank you so much. She's bringing in the National Guard to fill these slots that are there because we are in a not just a nursing shortage, which we're always in a nursing shortage. We're in a nursing crisis. If she can do that, why doesn't Newsom out in California bring in the National Guard to unload those container ships? That would be a question that I would have. People in California, I think maybe you should ask the governor out there about that. I think that would be fascinating. Guys, too, North Shore Preparedness is putting up the link for Bizza Jizz's channel. He does a Carrington Chronicles, and his new episodes will be coming out starting the end of the month.
Got her all warmed up for you.
Got her all warmed up. So here's Miss Stella, Miss Little Purr Box. She's a good little girl. So I will hold her like this for a minute. I know, baby. Good girl. So you cannot even see her against my shirt. It's looking like I'm petting nothing. Doesn't it look like that?
It does.
But so yeah, it's another game that's being perpetuated upon us. I think a lot of these shortages, again, so I'm going to give you my opinion real quick. Oh, you got a Samantha there, Heather. You see the comment?
Oh, thank you, Samantha. That's very nice.
But I think it's being done on purpose. Absolutely being done on purpose. They're doing it to cause chaos, cause shortages, because realistically, if they wanted to unload those ships, they could. Like I said, you don't have enough people, you bring in the National Guard, you get them unloaded. Simple as that. So.
Oh, I put down just a little bit more.
Okay.
I can kind of see your face.
Oh, well, there we go. She's against my arm now. You can see her better. She's a good girl. Are you a good girl? Mm-hmm. She is the biggest purr box you guys ever saw. She's an independent. Oh my God, this and so smart.
Yeah. I hold her and she's purring like crazy.
So, no, she is she's a good kitty. I'll give it back to you. Give her a close up once again. There we go.
There she is.
What do you think? All right. So anyway, those of you again that don't know, Heather is making jewelry, and look at that. So JJ's throwing up her link right now to her Etsy account. Thank you, JJ. Man, it's awesome of you. If you want to check out her stuff, how much stuff do you have up right at the moment?
I don't know how many, like the exact number, but
okay,
over 15 different items. Like I have a bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
And I have a bunch of stuff made that needs to be put up.
Yeah. So she's making new stuff all the time, and getting that up there. So if you want to check it out, go check it out. JJ just threw the link up there, and it's also down in the description of where I have all my information in my videos. Her link is there as well if you want to check it out that way. Okay. So, but the UK brought in the military to solve the truck driving problem a little. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's with Elsa Taylor said I ordered the purple bracelet.
Yep, I saw that. That'll be going out tomorrow. Or do you think we'll have time to go to the post office?
Yeah, we'll have time. We'll have time. Yeah.
So if you've ordered anything in the past couple days, it should be going out tomorrow. So that's exciting.
Well, there we are. So.
Some red and gold bracelets for Christmas. I have a bunch of gold Christmas actual charms that I can add to bracelets. So.
Okay. Well,
as we get closer to the holidays, I'll post that.
Crowds overseas are starting to chant "Let's go, Brandon!" Oh my God, EV3. Well, I saw different stadiums were doing it. There was a food court. I think it was in New Jersey. Huge food court.
And he made me look up what that meant.
Yeah, I told them that. I said, "What is with this? Let's go, Brandon." I had no clue, none. And so you know.
So, I don't think you showed me Dahlia's picture, have you?
No. Whose picture?
The cat.
Oh, I haven't. Did I didn't show you?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll have to show. I'll show her.
Busted.
Yeah, it happens. It's just probably in one of those few hundred emails that I get like on a daily basis. But Randy Newman says, Ed, you know the port mess is all manufactured. Absolutely, I agree 100%. Uh, if they wanted to unload those ships, they could unload those ships. It is being done on purpose to cause shortages, to cause more problems. You guys pay attention to what's going on. You know, pay attention to what's going on. Heather,
I haven't thought about that before. I just don't have the supplies for it because I know a lot of resin curing stuff. It all adds up a lot. So, but in the future, I'd be interested in doing that because I've seen a lot of cool videos on different individual charms people have made.
EV3 Dale said there will be no Christmas this year. Fauci and Biden. Yeah, and again, you know what? What I find fascinating with those type of things. And again, there's been talk of not getting together for Thanksgiving, and they're telling people to do a virtual Thanksgiving. I love that. That slays me. Who are these people to tell us who we should be hanging around and what we can do and what we can't do? That's what I find fascinating, and I find it fascinating. When people go, oh, well, they said we can't do this, so we can't do this. Bull crap. You can do whatever you want to do. You know. Now, there's always going to be people that are going to tell on you. Remember, they were trying to get people. If you're seeing people gathering for get-togethers, let somebody know. It's amazing. It's just, I cannot believe the level of compliance. It floors me. And I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's as high as we're being told. I don't. I don't for a minute believe. If it was so high, if the compliance numbers were so high, why are they trying to force people to do it? Answer that question. There's another ponderance question, something to think about.
I'm gonna
You're
head
gonna
out.
okay.
But
Thank you for stopping in.
since I was requested, you had to text me. So bring the kitty in.
It was a message on here. Where's Heather? Because I hadn't seen you in the last couple streams.
He's here.
So anyway, guys, just putting it out here right now. I will not be live streaming when I'm gone. Okay, so when I get back, I'll get back on a normal schedule. And hey, mom, survival. Just put my 3-month-old to bed, and all I can think about is how am I going to stop this mess so he knows freedom. I understand that. I absolutely understand that. And I think it's going to come down to a point. Thank you so much for the statement, and thank you so much for the donation. Um, I think it's going to come there. There will be. This is my opinion. Okay, just making it completely clear. My opinion is, I think at some point down the road, there will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because you can load up a camel and you can load them up and you can keep putting more straw on there and more and more and more. And at some point, that camel's back is going to break. So, what is going to be the straw that breaks a camel's back? I don't know the answer to that. I don't. But I think, and again, opinion, I think people are fed up. I think people have had enough. I think that they are beginning to realize that we're being played with, terribly, terribly being played with. And I think people have had enough, and a lot of people. And so that's just my opinion. Hey, Asif, I was shopping online for my favorite work shoe. Only found one shoe in my style available online anywhere, and it was not in my size. Amazing shortage. Yeah, it's everything overall. It's components to the chips aren't there for different machines. Like you look at the number of cars that are not in parking lots for the dealerships. They just don't have the inventory. That's scary. If you think about it, that's really scary. And I just, you know, Jane says, "Who is Brandon?" Okay, Jane, I'm gonna explain it real quick one more time, so that those of you that don't know, there was a NASCAR race. I think it started in NASCAR and it spread like wildfire since then. And the kid that won the race, his name was Brandon. So the announcers heard the crowd chanting, and they said, "I think that they're saying 'Let's go, Brandon,' right?" Because this kid named Brandon won. Well, what the crowd was actually chanting was F Joe Biden. So people have carried that. And so now everybody is saying, let's go, Brandon, because that's a very nice way of saying F Joe Biden. So that's kind of the joke. So, happy homesteader Ed, my Walmart, the manager said their orders are being canceled. Yeah, like I said, there's something going on. There's something going on. And I don't think that we're privy to it. I don't think we're ever going to get the true information. Hey, Marfugal News, support independent. There you go, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Guys, if you follow Marfugal News at all, you know I give him a shout out in every one of these live streams. Awesome, awesome channel out on the West Coast. Adam and Dax, great channel. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. Unbelievably awesome channel. A lot of great information. Absolutely recommend you guys go out there and uh, and support them. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like I said, good channel. So I definitely, yep. Marfugal, aka, well, Marf. Everybody calls him Marf, but it's Adam. So, good guy, good guy. So definitely love their. I've been on their show maybe 3 times, something like that. So really good dudes. I know it's weird. Oh, I just did an interview. This is a third interview that I did for a radio show. And when that goes out, I'll let you guys know. Real good dude down in North Carolina. Like I said, he had contacted me a while ago. I did an interview with him then. Contacted me again. I did another interview, and then I just did a third one here. It was a phone interview, and so when that goes live, I'll let you guys know that as well. So, hey, Tony, welcome, beginning preppers. All right, well, Tony just joined. He became a member. So thank you very much, Tony. I appreciate that. Those of you that don't know what that is, I have a membership level on my channel. And so if you go to my main page, you will see the join button. You can join there. I do a live stream for my hardcore preppers once a week. And so I do that on Mondays. And we have good chats, and it's very personal because not a ton of people, obviously, because that's a paid membership. And so there's 3 different levels that you can join, and all of that goes to support what I'm doing, either here in New York or now in West Virginia. So I appreciate the support. So thank you and welcome. Congratulations on becoming a member. I appreciate that. So obviously Monday coming up, I won't be doing a live stream because I will be gone, but I will make it up. I always make it up to my members when I come back. I usually do a live stream for all membership levels. After I come back, just because I want to, show my appreciation for you guys that do that. So awesome. So thank you so much. Yes, Newsom is outlawing gas powered generators by 2024. Also, lawnmowers and leaf blowers, gas powered lawnmowers and leaf blowers. So thank God they're saving the planet. Whew. Thank God you have to have your paper straw in California to put into your plastic container because that's saving the planet. Do your part. Come on. What's the matter with you freaking people? You got to do your. Didn't you see the video with the turtle with a straw up his nose? It's your fault. It was probably your straw. I hope you realize I'm being sarcastic. In New York, they outlawed plastic bags, right? Outlawed plastic bags. We can't have plastic bags anymore because originally we had paper bags, free paper bags originally, but then we went to plastic because we were saving the trees. right? So now, because oh my God, we got to stop using all this plastic. So I can take my milk container, which is plastic, and everything that I buy in the store that is in plastic, and I bring that up there. And now in New York, if I want a paper bag, I have to pay a nickel a bag for that. Oh, 8 cents a bag in Washington State. Home Happy Homesteader just said, yeah. So it's so unbelievably ridiculous. And if you think because we're not going to use plastic bags in New York, well, every other state, a lot of states are still using plastic bags. I go down to West Virginia, they have plastic bags. Imagine that they're giving out all the time, right? No plastic in Washington State either. Donna just said that as well. Yeah, it is absolutely ludicrous. But everything you buy is in plastic, but that's okay. That's okay. The insanity of it, if you really think about it, is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, 7 cents in Pennsylvania. Jen just said, "Yeah, okay." Honey Badger's Homestead, 10 cents and 25 cents if paper bags are there. Wow, it's not. Hey, Freddie left you. Funny things is masks are being littered. Oh well, they're protecting everybody. Don't you know that? Don't get me started, Freddie. I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but yeah, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, stop using your plastic credit card. Exactly right. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. What about people that can't afford a membership? Ed, my reference is not to you, Frank. What the membership levels is something extra. I still do my normal live streams 3 days a week. That doesn't change. Just because I did the membership level doesn't mean that I took away from what I normally do. It's just something extra that I added in. Hey, Asif, South Carolina, home of the free plastic bags. Well, West Virginia, you get them there too. So I'm good down there. I load up on my plastic bags in West Virginia when I go shopping and bring them back to New York to use. Oh my God, it's too funny. It's just craziness, guys. It's just craziness. So they're going to squeeze us and squeeze us and squeeze us until they can't squeeze us anymore. And again, so there you go, back to the straw that breaks the camel's back. The American Revolution, the straw that broke the camel's back with the American Revolution was an increase of 3 cents on tax on tea. And people said, no more. They had enough. Okay. Well, I've had idiot checkers put 3 items in a plastic bag, so I end up with 10 bags instead of 3. Oh, yeah, exactly. You know, yeah, bring them back in New York and throw them away. Oh my God, that's funny. No, I like the plastic bags because they're handy for different things. They are handy for different things. But again, what happened to saving the trees? That's, you know what I mean? So now it's okay not to save the trees because we're going to charge you a nickel a bag here in New York for the plastic bag or a paper bag that used to be free. Or you can get so okay, so you can do the paper bags for a nickel a bag, or they have the other bags that you can buy, okay, that you can bring in and out of the store. So I have, and I guys, I can't make this up, okay? So I have probably 10 because you have to buy those too, of course. They're like, $3 for those ones. Got probably 10 of them in my car. And every time, except for the last time that I went to the store, I always forget to grab those stupid bags to take in with me. So I end up having to buy the paper bags. So now I got probably 40 paper bags in my house. Plus, I still have those bags in the car. So the last time we went grocery shopping, I was like, do not forget those stupid bags. So that's Heather grabbed. She grabbed one and put it in her lap so that when we got to the store, we would not forget it. It's amazing. So Yeah, like I said again, there's something afoot, in my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion, guys. There's definitely something afoot, and it's not going to be good for us. Never is. I know I haven't even done the egg count yet, but I just, keep doing what we're doing. Those of you that have been prepping right along, continue to prep, continue to add on. Get that food storage, guys, because I think that there's going to be a major, major issue when it comes to food. I really, really do, you know. So we have become self sufficient that we starve them out instead. Be Fair just said that. Good for you. That's the way to do. Be as be as independent, be as self-sufficient as you possibly can be. Be less reliant on the system, not more reliant on the system. That's would be my advice to anybody. To anybody. All right, let's do egg count, guys. We'll do that really quickly because we're like 5 minutes off from when we normally do the egg count because, of course, I'm flapping. Hey, Pamela Sherry. You have to buy paper bags in New York. Wow, they are free here. Yeah, yeah, we do. And I see you just renewed your membership again, so thank you so much for doing that as well. She is one of my hardcore preppers. She is in every one of the live streams that I do for my hardcore preppers. So thank you very much for doing so. Let's see. Hold on a second. All right, give you guys a minute to get your guesses up for the egg count. Now, see, some of you guys that are guessing right, I'm going to do a different one because I can't say the same people that have already done it. Okay, Missy Eckerman with 4 eggs. If you had guessed with Missy Eckert with 4 eggs, then you are 100% correct. I saw Be Fair had it right. Somebody else had it right, but I've called on you guys before, so I have to try to do somebody different. I don't want to be doing the same ones all the time. But yeah, so we had 4 eggs today. Again, the girls are molting. Like I said, my older girls are not laying anymore. So actual laying hens now, out of 18 hens, I'm probably going to have 13 that are going to still be laying. But that's counting my new girls. So my new girls are definitely laying. And safe trip. Thank you very much, Diane. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely looking forward to it. Look forward to going down, get the camper set up, and I'm going to tell you what, it is going to be so much nicer in a camper on a level area instead of on an angle in a tent. It's going to be now. It was down there. We went the last time. It was fine. I slept great. No issues whatsoever. But to have all the amenities of you know, a camper is going to be really, really nice. So, saw free roosters in the local Craigslist ad today. Thought of you, Ed. Well, my roosters are gone now. So they those guys came and took them. They probably ate them already, which is good. Let them do what they got to do. That's fine. Um, so I'm down to 18 hens and 2 roosters, and I'm okay with that. I think you meant I would love to have our new home at our new property. Yeah, I wish that I could transplant everything here and just put it in West Virginia. I wish I could. That would be perfect. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And this has taken, I've had this property here in New York 8 years, I think. I just started my 7th year full time living off grid here in June. So, that just started our 7th year already, which is just, it blows me away. And I look back and I think about what we've accomplished here in 7 years. It's amazing. So, with what we're doing in West Virginia, it's going to be slow and steady, and that's okay. We're going to stay here. I'm going to stay here for the winter. When the spring comes, like I said, what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'll do like 3 weeks in West Virginia, and I'll come back here for a week. and then I'll go back down to West Virginia for 3 weeks, and then I'll come back to New York. So I think I'm going to probably do it some way like that. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's a game plan, you know. Candace, I just arrived just in time for the end of the stream. Hey, we still got, 25 minutes, Candace, so you're all right. You're not too bad. We're going to 20 after. Would you be willing to look at property in Somerville, West Virginia for me while you're look for or look at a property? Rob, yeah, if you want to shoot me some information, shoot me an email, give me your phone number, I'll give you a holler. All right. I'm slowly becoming pneumatic. Yeah. You know what? I like to travel anyway. It's a lot of fun. We were joking around. I said when we closed on the property in West Virginia, I said to Heather, I go, well, now I'm a land baron. you know, I got a property in New York and I got a property in West Virginia. But it is all right. Cool, Rob. All right, cool. Uh, I'm excited about the property in West Virginia. It's got such potential down there, and it's awesome, and it's isolated. And I mean, my property here is isolated. People don't think it is because they see the road in front of my house and they think, oh my God, you have traffic going up and down that road. Well, it's a dead end dirt road. So Ed, I hope the camper will be okay there without you around. Patty, it should be fine because I know I've met both of the people that own property on both sides of me. One guy owns like 25 acres this side, and the other guy owns, like again, 25 acres the other way. And I'm up in the hills. So it's not like you're going to be walking, taking a stroll, and then just happen upon my property. I am way in. It's 8/10 of a mile from the main road, the main road into my property, and it is not a property, and the people that I bought the property live out front, so they'll watch for things. Um, they're going to watch for things, and then my other neighbor that I met, he had said to me, he said, well, listen, I'll just let you know if I see anybody on this property that doesn't belong there, I'll chase them off. And I said, I appreciate that. So people will watch out for each other, I think, and even though I'm a Yankee, you know, but I'm pretty mellow. I'm pretty down to earth, I think. And so and as I get to know my neighbors better down there, that'll be more fun. But I don't think there's going to be any issues with the camper down there. I really don't. And no, I could be wrong, but I'm hoping that I don't have any issues with the camper. But it's not easily accessible. It's not like you're going to be driving down the road and go, oh, look at that. There's a camper out there. You're never seeing it from the road. So, yeah, you're never going to see it from the main road. And I mean, I could build a cathedral back there, and you're not going to see it from the main road. So I like that. I like that. So we've heard Yankee accents before, nothing new. What I always thought was interesting too, and I want you to think about this. Okay, so I live in New York State. If you go down to New York City, okay, what's the plan for the land on this trip? I'll give you that information in just a second, Beefer. I'll tell you in a second. But if you go down to New York City, that's a whole different accent in New York City as opposed to where I am. If you go up where 80K Man is, up in the Adirondacks, there's going to be a different inflection of different things that they say there. So even in New York State, there's different accents with from wherever you are, and it's so funny because like when I went to South Dakota and I was out there and some guy said I was taking a leak in the bathroom and a guy and I was talking to somebody in there and he goes, "Where are you from, man?" He says, I can hear your accent," and I'm like, I don't have an accent. So it's like a joke. To me, it's a joke. But that's when I lived in North Carolina. I'll tell you the real quick story, funny story, and then I'll tell you what my plans are on this trip to the property in West Virginia. So when I was in down south, and I lived down south for a year, I waited tables part time. Worked in a psychiatric hospital full time. Still the best job I ever had. Oh my God, never laughed so hard in my life. interesting, interesting. And you had to laugh because it's just the craziness is just it's interesting. And that's all I can say about that. But anyway, when I was down there, I picked up and I started saying y'all, because what you go into a restaurant and they'll say, "Hey, how y'all doing today?" Okay, no, so I had picked that up. So when I came back to New York, you retain certain things, and my sister Becky started giving me just gave me the business. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. So I mean, I stopped again. And I've been back here so long that I don't say it anymore. But I met somebody the other day. She was someplace, and she says, "Hey, how y'all doing today?" And I instantly I was like, "Where in the South are you from?" And she goes, "I'm from North Carolina." She goes, "How'd you know?" I said, "Because you said y'all." And I didn't say it in a bad way or, mocking or anything, because I don't do that. I don't mock anybody. But, you know, I'm in Mississippi and I say the word y'all all the time. Oh, exactly. So again, it's different parts of the country. People say different things. Who cares? You know what I mean? You go up to Canada and they say, eh? Good day, eh? Right? That was like a big thing. You look, Bill and Doug McKenzie from oh god, what was that show? It was a comedy show, and that's what their big thing that they would say back and forth to each other was a, because that's a big Canadian thing. So so what? Who cares? You know what I mean? It's just everybody's different. So or fixing, right? I'm fixing to go have me a sandwich. That's a southern thing too. But so what? You know? Oh, Irish accents. Yeah, I like Irish accents too. I think it's really interesting. Everybody's different. Everybody's different, and I think SCTV. Yes, William knows. See, I love this generation because a lot of my subscribers are my age. So when I say these off the wall weird things that people go, "What? What was that show? What the heck was he talking about?" A lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about because we grew up watching it. So, oh my god. Okay, so this trip down to West Virginia, my plans. What the game plan is going to be is get the camper down there, get that set up, and I want to work on that first spring. I'm going to get an auger, and I am going to see if I can't dig down and I can get water out of that spring. I think that one spring, the other spring, I don't know if there's anything there. I really don't, but we'll see. But we're going to work on that main spring. I want to see if I can find water, regular water. And even if it's a slow trickle, I'm okay with that. I don't care. That area was wet during a drought. So I believe that there's absolutely water down there. Pam is going to convince Ed to go have withdrawals and FaceTime. Okay, there you go. Uh, but yeah, it's going to be like I said. And then we have. I really want to get a chance to walk the entire woods and stuff like that. I may uh, thinking about selectively logging down there, so we may mark some trees and then put it out to some bids for some loggers and see what we come back with that. And that would be something that would give me more money to put into the property down there, and that's where that would go. Whatever money I made logging, that's where it would go. It would go right back into the property. So that's kind of part of the game plan as well. And so we're going to see. We're going to see. But it's going to be, you know, it's going to be, it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun adventure. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to walk a lot more again and, get a lot of stuff done. Just keep working on stuff and slow and steady. I'm not going to have any stone brought in this time when I go down, but that's kind of where what we're going to work on there. Nothing major on this trip, but getting the camper down there is going to be an adventure in itself. Getting the camper back in there is going to be an adventure in itself. So I'm looking forward to getting that in there, getting that set in, and I've never towed a camper before, and so that'll be interesting. I realize that I'm going to have to go a lot slower than I normally drive, which is okay. I'm okay with that. It takes longer, so what? I don't care. So Most of the drive is probably going to end up being at night again, because I like to drive at night. For me, it's the best time. So, yep, same here. Ed may selectively cut 2 acres, have parts of the land I haven't seen yet. Yeah, yeah, well, the thing is, okay, so let me explain why I'm going to selectively log my property. All right. So you guys have seen the meadows if you guys have watched any of the videos. And then once you come out of the meadow and the trails go down, right? And there's some steep, steep areas, literally like this. Okay. Well, there's huge trees on those parts, and there's smaller trees, right? Well, I'm never going to be able to harvest those trees, pull them up out of there, because they're, number one, they're too big. And it would be a logistical nightmare to try to get down there, buck them up, and then try to get them up even piecemeal. Okay, so that would be very, very difficult. If I have those logged out of there, it opens up the forest for the new growth to regenerate. I can make some money off of it to put into the property. And so, I'm not going to like clear cut my forest. That is absolutely not happening at all. So that's not what I'm going to do at all. Like I said, I'm going to probably selectively have it logged, and then we'll go from there. But like I said, I got 25 acres, so I got a lot of area, and I haven't walked all of it yet. I've walked part of it, I've walked part of it, but getting down there and checking everything out is going to be fun too, and I'm looking forward to doing that too. So that's what we're going to focus on. That getting the water, getting the camper set up, going to pinballs, get together, and doing that as well. So let's do this real quick because, of course, time has gotten away like it always does. Um, let us do some shout outs really quickly. So I've already done Marfugal News, talked about him earlier, talked about Bushcraft Bear over in La Palma in the Canary Islands. Uh, I've talked about Bizariza Jizza already in his channel. Also, we have 80K Man is in the house as well, so let's talk about him. We have North Shore Preparedness channel. We have, let's see, Green Greg's. There is the Angry Prepper. We have Alaskan Prepper up in Canada. Awesome, awesome guy. Real, real down to earth. I definitely, uh, you know, exactly. I just want the rest to be able to grow. Right. Independent Marine 33522. If you don't take care of your forest, your new growth is never going to have that chance to come up. And I think that that's important. The Oppenheimer Ranch Project with Diamond. Yes, Jason Smith. Awesome, awesome channel. Diamond is amazing. Very, very smart. Icky Can up in Canada as well. Sean James up in Canada with Sean James channel, and also My Self Reliance. Two different channels, same guy. Camping with Steve. Gotta give it out to Camping with Steve. I love his videos. Usually comes out every Friday with a new video for his new stealth camping adventure. We have Mary Greeley News. She's another channel. She gives you a lot of information about Yellowstone because she's right over there talking about that. Gray Man Prepping is another channel. We also have Magic Prepper out in North Dakota. And let's just try to think here. Doug and Stacy, another fantastic channel. And I think, like I said, go to all these channels, tell them Prepper Nurse One sent you, subscribe to them, show them some support. It's really, really good to do. Somebody's saying Funky Prepper in the UK. I have not seen that channel. I have not seen that channel. Diamond is also Magnetic Reversal News. So Diamond has two channels as well. So if you want to check out his other channel as well, I heard that Pinball got a second strike on his main channel. So he has been using his secondary channel. So he is, he's got to be careful because you get that third strike within 90 days, you're done. They'll kick you right off of YouTube. So I hope that doesn't happen to him. But Prepper Nation is another channel. Southern Prepper One comes to mind. Corporal's Corner, another good channel. Bjorn Hansen is another one that comes to mind. So A lot of really good channels out there, and like I said, I do believe we should all be supporting each other. And but so anyway, I'm looking forward to meeting Pinball this weekend as well. We've talked on the phone, but we haven't. Oh, Ice Age Farmer Guys is another channel, real good channel. Oh, gosh, I'm trying to think. Bear Independent, yes. The Nomadic Movement, the kids down in South America there. They are in, and I just had it the other day and I was talking about it. Panama. They're down in Panama. But right now they've been home because they just had their daughter. So they are back up in Boston at the moment. Adapt 2030, another one. Yep. Uneducated Economist. I like his channel too. I've listened to some of his stuff. Very, very cool stuff. So there's a lot of great information out there. Everybody looks at everything differently, and I think that that's a good thing. I don't think that that's ever a bad thing, but we should absolutely be supporting each other, and I think that that's a very, very cool thing to do. So let's do that. Let's be positive. Being negative towards each other and fighting towards each other is definitely counterproductive. I don't think that that's healthy in any way, shape, or form. So I think with you know staying positive and supporting and encouraging each other, I think that's the way to go. Oh, Alaskan Granny, I missed Alaskan Granny. So anyway, so that's it for that. So let us again, like the time is just unbelievably blasting by here. So we're gonna go right into that. To we are Legion because we are many. We are all over the place. We're a huge family. We're a huge network of people. Where is everybody from tonight? And while you're doing that, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do so to show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time for doing so. I do appreciate it. Also, it really does help with algorithms. So if you would show the support for that reason as well, I would appreciate that as well. We have Jay Blemmy from the UK. Thank you, man, for coming. I appreciate it. I know it's late for you guys over there. Montreal, Quebec, Canada, BC, Canada, Western New York, Kansas, Chesapeake, Virginia, Nowhere, Oklahoma, in the house, Auburn, California, Beech Grove, Indiana, Kansas, Illinois, Raleigh, North Carolina, Navajo Nation in Arizona. Marissa, thanks for being part of us tonight. We have Troy, North Carolina, Endicott, New York. Let's see, Northwest Missouri, Eastern Oregon, Belgium. Wow, very cool. Welcome. Glad you're here. North Highlands of California, Orlando, Florida, East Central Illinois, Franklin County, Ohio, Northern California, Fort Worth, Texas, Licking County, Ohio. Let's see, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, North Central Texas, St. Augustine, Florida. Let's see, Ulster Park, New York, Northeastern Pennsylvania, Gatlin, Pennsylvania, Cape Cod, Las Vegas, Nevada. Love it out there. Love the party out there. Littleton, New Hampshire. Hey guys, nice to see you here again. Eastern North Carolina. Let's see. We got Alabama, Talladega country. Very nice. Dirt riders, welcome. Auburn, California. We have Alberta, Lake County, Ohio, North Queensland, Australia. Very nice. Thank you for joining us tonight. ADK man in the Adirondacks. Go Bills, he says. Hey, go Cowboys. Not that Bills stuff. I do like the Bills. I always support the Bills. Second. Cowboys are always number one. Let's see. New Mexico. We have let's see what else we got. Nancy, Kentucky. Campbell, Missouri. 15 trolls in the house and 441 thumbs up. Well, they're loyal, Asif. They're very dedicated. So, hey, whatever. Here's the thing that I love. This is what I love about trolls. Not many things I love about trolls, but one of the things I love about trolls, they're loyal. They come back and they watch no matter how much they hate you. So thank you for watching the channel, Trolls, and thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. South Central Los Angeles, Tasha. Very nice. Welcome. So, yeah, guys, we're all over the world. We're all over the country. We are a huge family. We're a huge network of people. We are the ones that can make a difference now and later on down the road. we are the ones that can make a difference. And I think it's important that we try to do so. I think it's important that we try to set the example. And so, what do I mean by that? As negative as a lot of people can be about prepping and saying negative things about prepping, I think it's important to still put it out there, still try to teach people, still try to wake people up. I think that's really, really important because when the time comes, the more people that you wake up, those people will not be coming to you looking for help. So, and they will be coming. If they know you prep, they will be coming. So, but yeah, it's, we're a unique group of people, and we are all only crazy until something happens. And then we're not so crazy anymore. Then we're the smartest people in the room. But the thing is, what always kills me about that, and people, excuse me, they think because I prep that I got to be crazy, right? Well, prepping led me to an off-grid lifestyle, which has afforded me more independence, not as reliant on the system, with not getting a gas and electric bill, with not getting a water bill. And believe me, those are awesome, awesome feelings to have. Awesome feelings to have. And if we weren't all crazy, we'd go insane. That's right, Prepper. You're right. And you know what? I'm going to tell you what. I have, and I continue to talk to new people quite a bit. And I've talked to some absolutely amazing people. A lot of people that, pretty much keep to themselves, but we have the common thing of what we do. And so, that brings us together, and it really, really does. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to with Pinball's get together is meeting new people and networking more. And I think that that's important. I think it's an awesome thing to do. Is to meet new people. And it's like, like the last time I went down to West Virginia, I had some of my subscribers come to the property, and they stayed there, and we hung out and they helped out a little bit and stuff like that, and that was very, very cool. And I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, they having people that you can rely on now and afterwards is going to be very, very important. So forging those relationships is very, very important to do. Hey, Asif, crazy until the peanut butter hits the fan. That's right. That's right. Now we're not so crazy anymore. So, but yeah, you know what? We're all going to be fine. We're all going to be fine. So anyway, guys, um, I want to remind all of you. First of all, I want to thank my moderators who do an absolutely fantastic job keeping the chat clean. You guys are awesome. So have Mrs. Pinball teach you some cool Russian words. Well, I'm going to talk. So, okay, real quick, I'll do a quick story, and then I will go into my ending. So, I was working after I got out of the military. I was working for a company in the city of Rochester, uh, and we did the security system for the George Eastman House. Because when I was in the service, I was an interior electrician, combat engineer. That's the unit. But I was my MOS was 51 Romeo, which was an electrician. Okay, but you did everything. You got to play with C4 and all kinds of cool stuff. So that was kind of neat. So anyway, so I was working doing that. Well, they were restoring the George Eastman house at the time, and they had brought these guys over from Poland because they were the only ones that knew how to do certain kinds of work that needed to be done at the George Eastman house. Well, these guys were fluent in Russian, and so they were teaching us some Polish words, and not always the nicest Polish words. And so there was a guy that worked at the Eastman House, and my coworker one day decides that it was a good idea while this tour of old ladies is being toured to show everything that's going on. Polish guys are up here working, and he says to this guy in Polish, I want to you like a dog in the okay, and but he shouts this out in Polish to this guy who doesn't understand Polish. But now all the Polish guys are up on these ladders and they're just dying laughing, and I'm dying laughing. And I thought to myself, What if one of these little old ladies is Polish? You know what I mean? So very, very funny story. But yes, I would love to have Mrs. Pinball teach me some Russian words, and she doesn't have to teach me the naughty ones. I would like some of the good ones. So anyway, on that note, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race. We're called the human race, and as soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in such better shape. Okay, such better shape, and stop letting them divide us over race, religion, political affiliation, vaxxed or unvaxxed. Engineers in the Army 51 Romeo are actually EOD specialists, but they don't know it until they have to send someone in to disarm bombs. Yeah, well, like I said, I wasn't at war when I was in the service. I was in during peacetime, so I never saw. I actually, if some of you are old enough to remember this, I missed Grenada by 6 weeks. I got down to my permanent party down in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and my unit had just come back from Grenada when we went to Grenada. If some of you will remember that, some of you will be like, Grenada, what's he talking about, Grenada? Look it up if you don't know. So I just missed Grenada by like 6 weeks. So anyway, um, also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important to tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, favorite acronym, right? And as soon as we hit 100,000 subscribers, it will be tattooed permanently on me. So let's get to 100,000. Um, also, look it up, guys. Look up Grenada. Look at the history. See what we did. That was the last one we won. We better won that one though. So, but anyway, um, step thing in day, one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. Nobody else can stop you except for you. So stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you guys are going to be just fine. All right. I will see you all later. I hope everybody has a great night. Prepper Nurse One out for now.